any penalty, any threat, any removal. Democrats are lawless. They're lawless. I put all the isms on them. They're the ist on them. They're reckless. Uh, they're insidious. They're lascivious. I can keep going on, but it just bothers me. It really bothers me that Sidney Powell has this information and the FBI doesn't, and the CIA doesn't, or Defense Intelligence. Mhm. Well, well, whip or not, I mean, the Attorney General is not an elected office, so he doesn't have anything to worry about. And it's not like he hasn't been AG before. He's been the AG before, and went into private practice and came back. So he knows he's leaving soon, so it's no big deal. Um, but I think the president, in my opinion, the president puts a lot of his people, his professional people, he paints them in a corner with his rhetoric and his mouth. I know that he's a business guy, but this is politics. Adapt, overcome, adjust. And he still hasn't done that. So when he says, "Well, Bill Barr is my attorney, and we're going," no, he can't say those things to a guy who's supposed to be the U.S. Attorney General of the United States, who is the number one law enforcer. He has to enforce the law, not the president's wishes. And the president needed to shut his damn mouth, and Bill Barr told him that. Somebody needs to tell him to shut up. Trump would have been fine if he had acted in the first debate the way he acted in the second debate. He would have just walked away. He would have just walked away with this thing, man. It is in his nature. He obviously did it. He did the second debate. He was very, composed and focused. Okay. Okay. Well, Frank, I want to ask you. I want to ask you a couple. I want to ask you a couple of questions before you have to go. And that is, what do you think of the revelations by Sidney Powell? They try to discredit her. She's tried over 500 appellate cases. She was a hell of a DOD attorney, and she's definitely one hell of a appellate attorney. And also, she defended Michael Flynn, General Michael Flynn. So, what do you think of her revelations on this software, and that she has evidence? This is a woman who said she has evidence of the software manipulating votes, millions of votes. Okay. Mhm. Well, with this information, and the courts reject her information, what do you think 73 million people are going to do? Right? Oh, that was something, wasn't it? That was something, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Well, Frank, I think after the attacks on those children and those women, they have crossed the line. They're going to get spanked. They're going to get spanked, and they're going to go ahead. Yeah, yeah. But Frank, they don't need it. They Frank, that Frank, you're a New Yorker, and this is what I say, and people, I think other people around. So you're a New Yorker. We are definitely, the police don't step in and protect people being attacked. People are going to protect themselves. It's called self-defense. And they are going to kick these Antifa people's ass. Anybody that's dressed in all black, they need to attack them. They need to beat them down. They need to make sure that they remember what they did in attacking law-abiding, protesting people. That's my 2 cents. See, and see here, here in Chicago, it's the same thing. It's, oh, don't hurt the poor criminal. If you hurt the criminal, we're going to put you in jail. I mean, I had never, when I moved, I had never heard of anything like this. The people are scared walking around. Criminals are just, they have the whole free reign, especially in black areas, black and brown areas. The cops look at the criminals. I've watched cops, Frank. I've watched cops watch a a carload of young black men riding down the street, yelling at people, blasting their music loud, cussing and fussing. You're not supposed to cuss in public, right? That's an infraction of some kind. But you're supposed to act civil. I've seen these young men in the black community acting like animals, and the police just look at them. You see a black guy come down the street in his little glasses and his little nerdy hat, and he doesn't put on a turn signal, pulls him over. Now I just watched 3 or 4 cars come past the same cop car, music blaring, smoke coming out the car. I don't know if it's cigar smoke or marijuana, but it looked like marijuana to me because young people, they ain't smoking cigars and cigarettes, and cops just look the other way. Dude, we are a country out of control, but we need you to remember. Oh boy. Well, that's true. That's true, Frank. For some reason, okay. All right. So, look, man, I know that it's your time to split, but You know, you're always welcome here in your opinion. Love you to death, and hope that Frank, that's a good one. I love it. You too. Bye bye. My boy, Frank Venucio. Frank Venucio. Hey, you couldn't hear my guest out there. We're back at that again. Okay, I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened here. We didn't change any settings here. Something to do with this damn YouTube. I think I'm gonna switch and get going to switch and put another system together. But yeah, you know, we got some changes coming here shortly, folks. So don't worry. We got some serious changes coming along that we're going to shake some things up. But right now, in terms of shaking up, I want to hear Sydney Powell. And Sydney did a great job on Maria Bartoloma, and she did a great job on Lou Dobbs. I think the job she did on Lou Dobbs, though, was a little more detailed than what she said on Maria's show. So I'm going to play Lou's segment, a part of it, and yeah, I'm going to skip over because she kind of did a double take on Lou and what's his name? Come on, shoot. Lou and Maria Bartoloma. Here we go. Let's see. Let's play it. Here we go. Come on. Uh-oh. Maybe we didn't record it. Let's see, Maria and Sydney. Let's play that. See what happens. Here we go. You're not hearing this because I'm not hearing it. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe I changed. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's why we're not hearing anything. There we go. That's it. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. Play it. Sorry about that, Rob. Wow. Wow, that says a lot. But how do we make that happen? I mean, I heard this Sunday, and like my hopes got up, and but I'm thinking, because we're steadily being bombarded that Trump lost the election. He needs to go ahead and concede. No, he doesn't. We know that these people stole the election. We know that Barack Obama, let me get to him in a second. Uh, we're going to get to Barack Obama in just a second and his nonsense. I'm sure some of you have seen clips or maybe you saw the whole interview with Gayle King. It was about a 15-minute interview. And this guy was talking about how the handover and how cordial it was. Well, I remember when W took office, they took all the Democrats popped off all the W's on the keyboards everywhere in government where they were being replaced. They just, before they left, they popped off the W's on the keyboards. Okay. Taxpayers' expense, taxpayer money, Democrats, little spoiled kids. But it's like hacking. It's like when these people put viruses up. It used to be like drunk driving before Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Drunk driving was cool. Drunk driving, it didn't really, every now and then somebody got killed, but everybody, they walked around drunk, and they were supposed to be cool. And that was, we want to talk about so-and-so being drunk for the weekend and driving drunk. Hey, MAD took that away, made it unpopular. Just like putting viruses on computers should be unpopular. It should be a federal offense, but young white kids do it. So it's not a federal, they're just misguided. They're just, using a little misjudgment right now. But if they were black, just like, and let me give you an example. Wilding, they call it wilding. And that's when these kids text each other and they go to a store. Like here in Chicago, they went to AXA. I think it's called, AXA. I can't remember who the designer was, but anyway, they met in that store one day. It's an upscale store, one of the designers on Oak Street or Michigan Avenue, and these black kids met there. It's like I don't know, like 50 of them descended into the store, and they ran out of the store with merchandise, and they knocked a white lady down, and she broke her wrist. Do you know that the city passed an ordinance making it a felony to participate in wilding? A felony overnight. I mean, it wasn't a year or 2 years. It wasn't debatable. A felony because a white person got hurt. And these black kids were creating such a problem. Oh my God, it's 50 black kids running through downtown Chicago. And I don't support the wilding, whether it's white, black, or what. I'm just saying the difference in how people criminalize criminal issues. I think putting viruses on a computer or anything else tampering with anyone's productivity is criminal and should be punished that way. Not like, they just locked up my computer and I had to pay $5,000. Give me a break. When Frank talks about that wimp factor, it runs deep in America these days, the wimp factor. Hey, look, Maria Bartoloma and Sydney were talking about voter fraud, but I want you to hear what the Democrat nominee had to say, Joe Biden had to say about voter fraud and his 2 cents on voter fraud. Listen carefully. This is Joe Biden. I didn't say that. Joe Biden said it. So you better, the video is out there. All I can say is you better go out there and record it to your hard drive, because things disappear, like things that I heard Barack Obama say that were detrimental to black folks and disparaging to black folks. They disappeared when they go through and clean up you know the uh, the internet. So I told you I was going to talk a little bit about Barack Obama and his interview with Gayle King. So let's do that. Let's see Barack Obama and his interview with Gayle King. Let me see if I recorded that. I'm looking for it. Cruz, Cruz, Cruz. Yeah, here it is. Barack Obama. Ted Cruz got all in Jack Dorsey's behind today. Jack Dorsey said when he gets out of that hearing, he should have a sore behind because Ted Cruz put his foot all in his rectum, his colon. I mean, he just polished his shoe in this boy's behind today. And I just want to play just a little bit for you because it's amazing that this guy tried to lie his way out of this. Watch. Here we go. Well, Ted is absolutely right. So Ted has to ask a question to Jack Dorsey. Are you an expert on voter fraud? Listen to this. you can't you can't make this stuff up. I mean, Cruz and you're going to see the clips as they play out later today. But Cruz and Dorsey clearly uh, are going at each other, and it's not a battle that Jack can win because they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They allow information to go out that's favorable to their political leanings. Not gonna work, guys. Some people don't think you're cute. So yeah, Dorsey, they're gonna get that 230. It's gonna be taken. It's gonna be gone. Don't worry about it. They're gonna have to fess up. Now, Gail King and Obama talk about fessing up. Gail King and Obama, they are two peas in a pod. Two peas in a pod. And she asked these questions that are, just so, well, Donald Trump is a racist. And, we can go from there. And Donald Trump is obnoxious. And so what do you think about his obnoxiousness? It's just a fact. Just, it's a matter of fact. It's just amazing what these so-called talk show hosts, non-biased people, how biased they truly are. So look, let's play a little bit of Gail and Barack's interview. I'm going to do this over a 2-day period, by the way. Well, the bottom line is, while Donald Trump helped black colleges every year, Barack Obama took money from those colleges, closed colleges, told them we didn't need HBCUs. They were worthless. These black kids don't deserve HBC. Let me just share with you so you clearly understand what an HBCU is. It's a majority black American school. And what these kids do, and what these schools do, is they provide remedial level education in terms of English, writing, things that you don't get at a real university, not a real university, but at a major university. When you show up on University of Michigan's campus, people expect that you can write a term paper. People expect that you read on a certain level. I remember one of my old girlfriends. She graduated from a Catholic girls' school. She was valedictorian. When she got to Michigan, she had a difficult time because although she went to a private school, a Catholic school, it still wasn't on par with some of the, other students. Didn't prepare her to compete, She was, she was everything at this school. She was everybody at Michigan is it. Everybody's a class president or vice president or captain of the football team, or everybody's captain of the debate team. Everybody's top notch, super duper. So you have to be top notch, super duper. There are no remedial classes at U of M. At these particular schools, these HBCUs, there are schools that prepare these young folks to get out and compete, to learn how to read, how to write, how to put a term paper together, how to speak, like she, he, and it does. Like you'll hear black people go, it do, they do. No, they haven't been taught simply that she, he, and it does. Bottom line. When do you use don't and does? Okay. But you don't get that in some schools and in some environments. They don't prepare you to go out into the world and compete. They may not know, but more importantly, they don't give a shit. That's what's wrong with these teachers in these schools. They don't care about the students, and the schools don't care about the teachers or the students. So you have an educational system that's totally dysfunctional because the teachers' hands are tied because they have no respect. You have teachers who come to school looking like students. Walk into a school, or if your child is in public school or private school for that matter, but public school especially. Walk into that school, you can't tell the teachers from the children unless they're real old. That's the only way you can tell. They dress like the kids. My teachers dressed in sport coats and ties every day. Teachers who taught class, sport coats and ties. And if they didn't have a sport coat on, they certainly had on a dress shirt, a tie, and the coat was in the locker in the closet, Absolutely no respect. That's what's wrong with the country today. No respect. And I talk about pledging allegiance to the flag. I mean, that was a big thing for me as a child, as a grader, going outside in sixth grade, raising the flag and taking down the flag in the afternoon. I love that stuff, man. I loved it cold and not, don't let the flag touch the ground. You're out getting the kids into the classroom and getting them to school, and whether it was rain or snow, you're out there standing guard, safety guards. I love that stuff. All that stuff disappeared when Black kids moved into our neighborhood. Black people moved into our neighborhood with their bullshit. There ain't nothing but bullshit. And I resent it. And I resent them. And I resent what they brought to the neighborhood because it was counterproductive. And it always is counter effing productive when you deal with Black folks and what they perceive as so-called Black culture. It's bullshit. American culture it doesn't have a color. I listen to my Soul for Christmas. Love my Soul for Christmas little, carols. Soul for, hey, we're gonna play some of those going forward during the Christmas season. And I tell you, Lord help us. That's all I can say. But Michelle Obama, what's his name? Barack and Gail. And this is one of the things that gets me about Barack, what he has to say. Listen to this crap. Well, if you're not above the law, Barack, why'd you write DACA? If you're not above the law, Barack, why'd you push through the Affordable Care Act, which destroyed 1/8 of our economy? If you're not above the damn law, dude, that most people did not want that crap. And by the way, if it was so great, why didn't you just give us the insurance that federal employees had? You exempted federal employees from this crap, and that you put the rest of Americans on. It was so great. And then you have the morons who run around, oh, well, Affordable Care Act, it helps. Shut the hell up. That's what I want to say. Shut up. If they gave us the same insurance policies that the Congress gets, everything's cool. But don't tell me about some damn Affordable Care Act. It's bullshit. It made CEOs and management teams on these healthcare insurance companies rich, and it made the pharmaceutical executives rich. That's the bottom line. So shut the hell up. And Barack Obama is a damn liar. One's above the law. Shut the hell up. You thought you were above the law. You said that we didn't need a constitution. That's above the law. See, but you can't go back and get that on YouTube anymore, where Barack Obama said that our form of government should be more parliamentarian. You can't find it. Yeah. Let's see here. The alternative worldview. Let's see about Barack Obama's worldview. Let's go overseas and apologize for being great. Let's apologize to everyone for saving their asses during World War One and World War Two. Let's just apologize for keeping the world at peace for the last 60 some years. Well, let's see, 45, the last 80 something years. Let's just, apologize for the American blood that's been spilled around the world in the name of freedom. We'll apologize for that. And, we were sorry that we tried to keep people free in Vietnam and have a representative government of the people, by the people, for the people, instead of a communist regime. We can apologize for that. And you just go over and bend over like a little girl and kiss the ring of a damn king in a desert country with your Muslim ass. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. But Barack Obama calls himself a Muslim, and he is a Muslim. He needs to confess. He's a liar. He's a lying son of a gun. There's documentation. I had a picture of his registration at a school in Hawaii. Oh, no, I'm sorry, in Indonesia. And it said Barack Obama, Muslim. He was in the Muslim half. And it listed all the kids, and they were like Muslim, Christian, Jewish, and Barack Obama, his name was clearly, it was a Muslim. And people here in Chicago knew him when he practiced Islam. Anyway, look, we got to go. It's a wonderful day here in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in, you folks out there at Red State. Appreciate you. And my folks who hung around here at YouTube, really appreciate you. And we're going to get off tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be on tomorrow on YouTube. I think I'm going to put up a SoundCloud. We'll play a, Scott will play a clip, but I have to be somewhere tomorrow at 1:30, so it's right in the middle of my show. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Talk to you or see you tomorrow. Thursday. Take care. All right. Yeah. Yeah. See you, Barack. Let it snow, baby. Let it snow. Let it snow. Okay.